folks. EG going to be starting
EG on defense, we got Loud on attack. Some of the stuff, I can't remember who the team was. There was some cool stuff in the off-season. It was one of the Tier 2 Pacific teams, right? It was playing the Phoenix over towards like stairs on A, and then every single time we're having like a reactive wall like this each time with a molly behind it, and it was actually really nice. And then once they forced in, you could just flash send it. There was some awesome stuff. Rapid Lo-Fi. Yeah, I think that's right. I think it was them. Dude, what is this in middle? 4-person punish? There's a 1v1 and there's an 8-person duel here.
Not easy to win those 1v1s against 2es, but Icy gets there. Yeah, they're going to be brought down now. That aggression here from Evil Genius. So
holy, Nature is hitting some shots though. 2-1 for the pistols. EG's first pistol on the board.
Oh my god, they swarmed onto Loud, completely encircled them. All angles. I thought Ye was going to fall back. He said, nah, nope. I'm flashing right back in.
I'd win.
And I was worried for a second.
Does this game need another healer?
Completely. Did not know where he was supposed to
sure.
look.
I mean, it's fine. As long as we don't have someone that like can over-heal someone else, I kind of don't care.
Quite the year for them.
But as soon as we get an agent that can over-heal someone, then I'm not happy. And it's going to happen at one point.
Very little to bring into this round on Outlaw. Instantly snatched up, though, by Icy.
Flash over the top. Digizine trying to peek off of it. Not able to connect the headshot, though. Not even really able to find any suitable
Wait, he has no idea that someone crossed.
Here,
Dude, there was some pressure to hit that recon there. Otherwise, he was done for. Okay, nice. Dude, who's this observer? This is Prius. Is this Prius or Sapphire? It has to be Sapphire. It has to be Sapphire. There's no way Prius did that. Someone find out. Someone find out, man. This can't be Prius. I refuse to believe it. I'm Blitz. Thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you, the 2 months. Thank you.
2024, which feels silly to say because he has been competing on pretty high-level teams since the Valorant beta. And it's just hung around. But
how can you tell when the observer is? See how fast that was? Prius doesn't have those reactions.
He was so good last year. I'm really excited to see how he's even developed further in the offseason coming into 2025.
Here's the bonus. Our drone here looking to get obviously down towards B-Long. Icy falling back away from Halls after taking that shot.
Oh, yeah, most of those Loud players, they have heavy armor. There, it's actually irrelevant. You just can't connect onto Kalen'Zine.
Yeah, and just straight up missed.
Offers some delay, and the spam offers a lot of damage for EG.
Yeah, Kalen'Zine down to 5. There been a small gap in that Razorvine, but it was unable to be exploited by Loud.
Okay, so even though they get the kill here, you would imagine that they clear this question mark pretty fast, right? Because I think this is the flash here. They can check the flash in a little bit once it regens. Wait, it's up. When does this flash pop? The flash for info would be great.
Still with eyes on door, but wants to fall back. Most of the pressure should be coming on to Derek.
Derek just got his recon, not that it will help him too much with the stinger, you would imagine.
Anything done, maybe if someone overextends into him, they try to take forward space, but
nothing to see with that recon either. 0 point here is going to turn the Sova off, but Digizine challenges it. Derek gets a freebie, he's able to fall back off to the side. That bodes well for EG in what has to be now a full retake.
I do have a couple Bulldogs.
Never doubt the stinger. Dude, the NA players are stingers. They are something else.
Stinger bullet, or perhaps a gust of wind could knock Kalen'Zine off his feet with 5 HP.
Double
this
shock.
Is actually dangerous. Vinny.
Oh, he tanked. Whoa, where's this flash gone?
Around the corner. Vinny not caught by the flash though. Tucked in a little bit too much. Either
yeah,
way,
tucked in a little too much.
That was an opportunity for EG that goes begging, and Loud get on the board here on Pearl.
Oh man, if that flash just went.
Yeah, if that flash actually hit, it would have been a bit of a disaster. Still 2 armor rebuys and 1 gun rebuy. So
between those 2 Loud players, but could have been dangerous. Could have been a lot of weapons lost, but Loud are able.
Yeah, just tacked it.
And that's the difficulty. That's the difficulty with curveball, right? It follows. It follows that same radius. It's pretty tight, in fairness. Really supposed to come around corners, not those sort of angled areas. Either way, back to it.
All right, and there's a little simple utility combo to take control over towards main. Maybe Vinny throwing one flash to main. The second,
I like that.
really only got his teammates, but the initial one, you get that flash with the recon. Dijazine pressing forward with the dash, so if anyone is in A main, they are cooked. But oh, Derek,
Very nice.
first kill again. This A anchoring looking good.
This time it's not even served up to him. He just holds the line, falls off of it. Loud tried to make a fast play.
Big duel over towards B right now.
Someone who had pushed up, but Derek has not been playing that way.
Yeah, maybe it is
So I see on
Prius.
the B side, he crept all the way up B long.
Once you get that operator online on defense, Pearl, you can really control the map with ease. So obnoxious to force that jet off of the sight lines. So long range. Okay, we're just going to contact right back into the A site. Derek feels content to keep holding it. Netted him the first kill, but goes down the second time.
It is 10-0 now, the peaks in. Pretty darn nice clearing here towards the A-Link side. Loud now basically have the option to get on
Did
out
it
of here,
lose
head
this
over to this
3v5?
side of the map, or want to commit instead. Tailwind for Digizine, gets on in there. Despite being suppressed, Icy still wants to creep up and look for a shot here. Razorvine on the site itself won't damage unless the play is moving.
Nice shot.
And Icy gets on in there. Now we've got a bona fide 2 versus 2. It's going to be Vinny and 2 years stacked up here.
Whoa.
And Nature falls. Icy not able to find connection there and make it this 1 versus 1. Now, he's got to find his way to extricate
A
this
lovely
situation.
reposition from Vinny.
2 years just giving him a little bit too little. And Vinny swings around behind.
Okay, 2 in a row for Loud. Force EG down to an eco. 2 full loss bonus out for EG. Not going to be buying much onto this apart from like maybe a couple of sheriffs
that old
each.
synergy coming back. They're just running around the map together, taking duels together, and Dijazine is finding kills. It's just dry swings. There's no util. Vinny just threw both
Yeah,
of his
EG
flashes
really messed
4
this one up, by the
seconds
way.
into round. They're just 2-man
3v5,
spinning everything and finding every
And then
kill.
we're giving them
And
free
that is pure
picks.
confidence. That's Dijazine being in form, and at least right now, Vinny's stepping it up early.
Getting that
Can't
A-Link
imagine,
control was huge.
Potter's
Able to
gonna be
turn
happy
around
with that
EG
one.
as they attempted to reinforce from there. Okay. The hot hands used there by Ye. Ooh, Digizine's seen better days. 7
7
points of health
HP
left.
surviving on this.
Nice little trap play there.
Yeah, you throw the wall at him. You might kill him. Just send the wall. Hit his location. If they had a drone ping him and he got him with a wall, that would have been an all-timer.
This is the pulse that Lo-Fi are playing
Yeah, those
all the
asking
time.
for
Oh
more.
my
There's the
God.
damage on Vinny down to 2.
7 HP, 2 HP.
Very efficient
Who's
round
next?
so far for the Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, he's next.
Probably a little audacious to ask for any more than that, but still, it's a pretty battered, Loud contingent trying to make their way towards this A side, but perhaps they've seen enough here.
Loud have wasted a whole lot of time in this round. Just
Malianto with the prime. Thank you so much for that, dude.
But
Appreciate you.
It has been too easy that has worked all the way up towards B,
Danger.
trying to offer opportunity for the rest of the team to hit it. But he's just taking these duels. He's open to so many angles,
Superman
so he's
has a
be little bit
shorty.
more careful on the
He
back.
can't do
He's
anything.
open to 17 different angles.
All of these
Mentioned
Joes,
before,
Superman
they're
cannot
gonna
do
wait for it to
anything.
punish Wyatt. That's the issue. They've got
Right.
nothing but sheriffs to work with, so don't try that at home, I would say. 2 years anyway with a heck of a lot there, and it's all down to Icy. Rifle to
That's
hit here,
incredible.
And he will be on the other side of the map, chilling by Flowers. Loud, have eyes on this
All
in
right.
2 years.
All right.
What a
Give
round
me
from him.
this buy round.
Brazen play.
He had me sweating there for a second. At any moment, he could have gotten
When he get a
swung on.
shorty and go B site. He's playing close. He's playing close door. It was fine until they lost B control. Like
Heading
long
into this
B
next one,
control.
though, with the full buys, it should be explosive. There are
You got a comp
great
cook
ultimates
for
and
just for me. What do
Buttery
we got,
smooth,
Bacan?
brother.
Are you allowed to leak it to everyone or not?
All right. Yeah, so
What are you
I
gonna hit me
overcounted
with, like
about 6
Teo
ults
Vice
we'll take.
Chamber or
We're
something?
Close to 8. A whole lot of orbs between both of these teams. And Loud have
Hope
the
it's not,
ultimates required to just get an easy site take. They have that Cosmic Divide. They have the Null command as well.
Hunter's Fury comes in. Icy was pinged. He had to get off the line, trying to reassume it. But Derek's the one that actually gets caught by the Hunter's
Ooh.
Fury here. Icy knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Joe's pretty important.
Digizine did take a hit, potentially through some of the metal work there.
Superman made a really nice play in the meantime over towards that B link. Used one of his nebulas to give him an opportunity to get inside, reposition, and caught off Tui's, who would have been that lurk, that second part of the split onto B. And it throws a wrench in Loud's plans. They're headed towards A now. They'll have Ye to contend with. Ye with an ult, by the way. Could try to send it on them.
That early to mid-round push-up from Superman's been instrumental. Carter here navigating a lot of this Vice utility. Delicately. Definitely aware of a potential backstab coming his way, but it's going to be Ye. He just pulls himself onto the site with that run it back. Found no connection there. Now suppressed by the Null Commanders. Loud find a burst of speed of their own. Getting into the site, plump down. EG had to work with 2 now.
Enemy remaining.
Kalen'zin continuing the overtime form of split.
Crush the economy of
Very,
EG.
very
It's
nice.
nature alone.
I
one
think EG
rifle
need a
left,
timeout.
0
I kind of think they
credits
needed it
in
a
the
while
bank.
ago.
And Loud swimming in cash.
Kalen'zin extracted here, but Pancada will emerge. To take that last gun out of the hands of Evil Geniuses now. And still EG struggling with the pace. In the previous map, it was definitely from Loud's defense side, but now just get caught out
What
by
are they
the Null
doing?
Command.
Not
Hard
much,
commit
and that's
onto
the
that A
issue.
site.
They need to be
Loud
more
are finding
proactive.
So many kills with pure contact play. Just walking forward together. Some of these situations, frankly, just alone. Or
Can't get over that,
or
bro.
playing off of flashes, like you know, they did it more effectively in that round with Vinny. He threw that flash into Secret and
Bacon,
Kalen'zin swung together.
behave
He
yourself,
got
man.
and then he got a second
Crazy.
one onto Icy as well. Like they're getting really active right now. I'd love to see it.
Ice's found a couple of openings, right? Pushing up on their B side of the map on occasion. Or around like that one, holding back with an operator. The Hunters threw from Kalen'zin a couple of rounds ago that kind of derailed EG, but as it stands, 4 rounds in a row for Loud. EG, don't get excited about their economy coming into this one, folks. They've got 4 ultimates, yes, but might be a Stinger's share of
This
job.
jersey, bro, I can't.
We haven't really seen a
Hello,
situation
Icy
yet
here,
where
tech
Loud
support.
have
Have you tried turning it on and off?
God,
God, this jersey, I can't, dude.
With the wall on the attack while the rest of them are stuck behind it.
The flash setup is so clean.
Loud are really just trying to exploit different areas of the map, fighting together and avoiding going for an execute where they could run into all this Vice util at
Yeah, what we got,
once.
Icy? Give me some
So
knives.
annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
This is EG on the eco. They have a ton of ults when we get into the actual buy round though, and we'll see what Potter has
I mean,
in store for them here.
the Steel Garden could even the weaponry situation in a pinch for nature. And Icy's already gone for that Blade Storm. Well, we'll put those away for now.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. Shock Dart's going to force Icy back into halls here off that corner. Razorvine to slow
Hey,
them
knives
down.
come back
Kalen'zin
up.
tests it.
Pressure
better
over
of it.
towards B the whole time. In reaction, we push over
really making
towards
this
middle,
By
maybe?
EG.
Vice
The
util
problem with this, I just don't like it as a reaction on this map. But they were told to be proactive in the they were told to be proactive in the timeout, so they're being proactive. But the problem is they're being proactive into a place we got double crossfire, maybe even a triple crossfire if they'll go in here, and that's huge, man. Why are NA players so good with this gun?
It's going to be a B plant for sure now. He's holding on to that Vice ultimate. Hardest Fury even to work with for EG. This is salvageable, but the weaponry is just not good. Blade Storm still active though.
They want to regroup and spawn as well. They've given up Link, but EG, they want to play together. They want to trade this out with the man advantage.
Arcros thrown out. Okay, here is that Steel Garden. So Kalen'zin, the only one forced to put his primary weapon away, but he can still work with the rifle on this long line. Time is getting a little bit short here for EG, and Loud have the coverage with some of this util. It's Vinny looking to challenge. Vinny brings 2 down.
Dude, the recovery from the first shots were
Vinny
incredible.
for Loud
Nicely
for
done,
5
Vinny.
rounds.
Just gunning
The
them down.
money
They have to
is
push forward.
outrageous for
Unfortunately,
Loud.
It was really all on Icy to find that kill. If they couldn't get Vinny in that moment, they probably weren't
Leggings
going
with the
to
tier
get
1.
him
Thank you so
at
much for the
all.
11
He
months.
even found
Thank
that
you,
great
thank you.
timing to jump with that molly, throw it down, and force EG to just have to hold W at him. And when he's playing around the pillar, he can choose to peek when he wants. It's way too easy for him to clean that up. Well done from the remaining 2 Loud players, stabilizing things. Evil Geniuses, few ultimates expended. Makes sense to do so, but little cherry on top of the round win for Loud.
Knife hits
Still
2
operator back to hand here for
recon at
Icy.
the back. So this is what the main timeout was
Armor as
for, is
well, no
actually
less.
fighting over towards their A here.
Here comes
That
EG,
is
one
a
step up, and the
nice
flash
late
setup from Vinny
flash,
wasn't
though.
sublime. It has been so
Okay,
good
this
so
was
far,
good.
but
3
no one able
person
to
stack
overcome
over
Icy.
towards here. They see the
Found
spike
that
drop
line
as
with the
well,
operator.
so they
Big
get back
investment for
towards the
EG over
angle.
the A side pays off for a
Superman?
player advantage. And Superman has to
That's
know
true.
about this. Kalanzin cannot follow up. Doesn't find the timing. And now he's on his
Okay,
own.
very nice from
Ripped
EG.
apart.
But then now
That was a very
it's going to be
effective
interesting
bait
because Loud
setup.
know
It
that they're
made
going to
it
probably
from
fight this
EG,
again,
the rifle
and
on
they
the
either want to
angle.
fight back or
Derek
you could just
takes the shot,
insta B
falls
hit,
off,
to
and
be
all of a
honest, if
sudden
we have
there's
so
an
many
off
people doing this.
scoped in on you when
Or
you're
middle's free.
re-swinging. Simple and effective from Evil Geniuses to finally stop the bleeding. Loud have just been on a tear since the second half of map 2.
Picado has to stumble away from this one. You'll note, of course, that money not an issue for Loud.
Yeah, you
5
might as well
consecutive rounds on
take
this
your
attack
time.
side have yielded them a
Try get a couple of kills
pretty
here.
hefty buffer in terms of that
Even
money.
one kill's good. Honestly, I'd even be happy taking
Picado
some
can do
an armor
a
off
little
someone
more
here.
economic damage. But
Not
crucially,
setting the
Icy's
expectations
operator
high.
is still the hand and will be carried out of this round. Maybe to snowball EG back into a decent half defensively. Been looking grim up until this round.
There's not a lot of time, so it shouldn't really be possible for Pancata to do too much damage since he has to stick
Phones
with Spike
last
at
a
some
long
point
time.
here. EG really don't want to lose these rifles, though. Their economy is in the bin.
Okay, Picado loses his weapon as well. Solid showing from EG, still with that Hunter's Fury in the back pocket.
I'm looking to see what the variation will be with this op, where they're going to position it in the future. A lot of value that time over towards the A site. Icy top of the board for his team at the moment. Was the case on map 1-2.
The orb is guaranteed here for Loud White, so it could be an L command round if they use this heavy util on the A side of the map again.
Yeah, and there was that moment when Icy picks up the angle when Derek falls off of it. Baits a Loud player into the swing, into their death. And here's the fight for the Orbit talking about EG. They want to be active with this again, with the recon, with that molly from Ye.
Oh man.
Yeah, the molly's good here. We knew they were going to do this again, so I'm surprised that Loud didn't try and do something else. But now they can at least react over towards the middle because they did discover that there were 3 people in the round before.
Here it is, Nova Pulse.
Holding
Not
A.
give him a window. Sat inside that smoke and maybe waiting for Nature to pick up the other angle here. So
Ooh,
far,
I like the
Anakin's
combo
been in
attempt
the middle
here.
part of the map,
Binds into the
but they're
Astra Suck,
reverging here to that
so
B
that you do,
long
it's
side.
basically slow into the middle of the Astra Suck.
Here's Hunter's
Pretty
Fury,
strong.
Tailwind gets someone past. Superman heard of it. Deep able to bring Nature down from inside the smoke. Awkward for Superman. He picks up that tripwire.
I have no idea where that Sova ult was going.
Back away behind this util.
I think
Awkward
Pancata
though,
was
EG
dodging it
losing
midway
Nature,
through.
and the B side of the map for them is very weak.
It was Astra stun in the end? Oh, okay. Honestly, I think you should always Astra Suck that instead of stunning if you have Thorns there.
Does go down. 2E still remaining in this link. The Loud players are in the goddamn walls, man.
Another player to pick up the angle. Derek could be an interesting factor here from Tower. Might look to drop down. That wall's about to expire, and here's a run it back, and well, this time Ye wins it out the first time. Down to Vinny here. There's no point worrying about the Phoenix. There's other things afoot. What, he expects Ye to reset?
Yeah, he expected the reset. He mistimed that by just a second. Wanted to go forward. I mean, if he was right, that would have been...
It's not a Yoru clone, brother. That guy shoots back.
If he was right, that would have been sick, but he was a little bit off, so it looks a tad bit silly.
Hey, Bacon, don't you start it.
Really paying dividends in this
Beck underscore
round.
FPS
That
with the
kill
tier
on
1.
Pancata
Thank you
was
with the 20
immense.
months.
Well,
Of
he
course,
just
Beck.
cleaned
Thank you
up
for saying that.
all of the hidden
Nice,
Loud
let's
players.
go, yeah, good job.
I mean, it's pretty easy when they turn their back on me, Nature. Thank you, though. All right, that's 2 rounds in a row. Here with
BBC,
the gap
thank you so much.
substantially.
With
Loud
thank you
is
with the
still
Prime.
with
Welcome
ability
into
to
the
buy,
Slow
and also
Club.
the
Thank you,
Alchemist
thank
coming
you.
into this next round, so might be
BBC
considering a
1001.
faster play
Thank you for that.
behind that suppression.
Definitely. We'll
It was
get a
nice that we get
classic
these 2 casting
situation where
casting tier
we
1.
have some of that defensive Sentinel utility on one part of the map, the Sentinel elsewhere.
Chat,
so it
chat,
doesn't
chat.
get
It was a
down if
V.
it comes in. So
Relax
here
yourselves.
can still get its value. You can still pop an Arc Rose if it's there to flash the people that hit the site, etc. I would imagine from EG, something that's definitely going to be brought up briefly in this timeout. You know, it's pretty obvious. stuff.
V for Vice, dude.
The mild
Holy.
irony for me here is that it was actually Loud last year's kickoff trying the Phoenix comps.
Yeah, that is
With
true.
this like ridiculous
You
util
harken back.
overload, on
Yeah.
a Ascent, for
Was that
example,
IGL
it's
for
like a
EG
black
Nature?
comp.
At least EG, they do have a
I
Sentinel,
think it's
though.
still
They
Nature.
haven't-
I'm like
they haven't
99%
bought
sure.
to the no Sentinel Phoenix theory fully.
Bacon, I said I would do it if Ye
Loud
plays
were
Chamber on
allergic
every
to
map.
Sentinels, until Sardak picked up the deadlock, they just...
I already
Now
already
they
put that
now
down
they
there.
love 'em. Now they're playing with 20 Sentinels over to you.
Hey.
All All right, both teams with operators.
Hey,
actually.
Bacon, you can't be I am
Icy
timing
still
you
has
out.
his on defense, has found value, but it's DeJazine picking it up on
Someone
round
time
one
Bacon
to
out.
slow the game down, find an opportunity to pick off an EG player that's trying to press forward, gain some space somewhere on an
We
extremity,
can't.
perhaps. Looks towards Art initially.
That's not good.
Big round, Wyatt. Loud with a slim lead here, but the economy is teetering on the edge of oblivion.
You can't see on the minimap right now, towards B, towards Art, and towards A, there's just Vice utility littered everywhere. Kind of one of the nice things about the Razor Vines is that you can just launch them, like, obviously they're
The good news for
EG
EG is their comp should be pretty good on attack.
Teammates can play around them elsewhere. Yay. Actually takes down DeJazine. DeJazine got the shot off, but whiff.
They're pushing up on the B side as well. Look at this. Don't fully commit. Superman.
Yeah, I'm
takes
glad
a
they
little
don't
bit of
fully
damage,
commit
but
though. They
a
don't
lot
need
of
to
map
do
control
this.
over there. Gained here by EG. They've fallen off A a little bit, but look at that. Like you mentioned, Razor Vines there. The Astra Utilis set up.
Well.
Ye is expecting this. Oh, he read it
The
like
freebie.
a book. There's no way that 2 years he's going to dare follow up that.
Some great map control from EG, but more so containment than map control. Crossing the T's, dotting their I's. They've offered up the A site.
One,
come
didn't
on
spot
in,
the other here.
we're going to retake this with ease in the 5-on-3.
Yeah. Derek instantly re-clears that. Knows there's a Razor Vine in play. Wants to see if it's maybe caught someone out. Get a free ping there. Malcolm still being helped by Vinny. Does he opt for it in a 3 versus 5? Now it seems unlikely. 2 years is down. Vinny gets on the board again though. His position very well known. Hoping to exit this round with 2 smoking barrels and a lot of dead foes. It'll be Icy though that finds the shorty purchase. And Picard is going to go huge here. 1 versus 3 surrounded on all sides.
What?
Nate's is the one that drags him down.
The server
Took a
lag
moment
slightly
for
or
him to go
something?
down
That
for a
looks
second.
really
Was
weird.
a little lost there, but EG stabilized. They played that round wonderfully, to be honest. You have to give big credit to Ye for finding that opening. Want to see what that looked like on the replay. I heard DeJazine got the shot off, so it must have just been a whiff into Ye connecting. the
Mouse
headshot.
left the mouse pad, yeah,
And
but
then
no one
from
else
there,
was
they
shooting him as
contained the
well
map
for
in
like
passive
half a second.
positions, Are watching
I
all
was so
proper
confused.
angles, plays the main advantage, which means playing for the retake. Simple stuff from EG textbook. Starting to look good here.
I think Ye at this point had fallen back behind a sheer wall. So kind of had confirmation that Loud had pushed up pretty far through to the middle part of the map.
Oh my god, I jumped up. I was like, what's happening?
That clarifies things for me. I want to know what was happening too. Like, Picard is still alive. Hello, fellas.
Yeah, insta-cam to spot over
all
towards
good.
Art and literally get in
All
destroyed, so
good.
that's nice. Creates a lot of pressure that you
Tight
could have
game
crossed
now,
over
heading
towards
into the
here.
11th round.
We had
Icy's
a
still with it up to hand, doesn't quite find the window on DeJazine,
Oh,
and he won't
Jet's
creep up
pop
until he
dash.
Malcolm
Jet's going for it.
User over on the B side though. Icy can't get away.
They
Still
both
has a
pop
tailwind,
dash.
but can't make use of it now. It needs to be a raw op shot through so much of this util. Loud encroaching rapidly on the B. DeJazine already wraps around, and Icy has to make a flick happen. He's sprayed down through the kiosk, and Nature's also fallen. But
He's got his ult.
He's gonna run it back.
Oh god,
Out
yeah,
into the
but
fight. It's gonna be
as soon as he
Superman
goes
getting
down,
involved
we've got to
as
pass him
well.
waiting on the body.
That's a spot
Pancala
close
could
in.
definitely go
DeJazine
for a
is
knife
trapped
here, but shouldn't be doing it.
He finds his third. Really shining on the
Dude,
Phoenix.
Ye owned this on site, and he didn't even get traded.
Hey,
This is back-to-back
now,
3Ks from
Apollo's
Ye,
Squad
right?
makes a
3Ks to
little
3K, I think that's right. Dwarman, thank you so much for the 3 months. Appreciate the prime. Thank you for doing that. Hello, Mini. How we doing?
Playing with some ruthlessness in a situation
Much
like
better
that, where
today,
Loud
Mini.
had
We
a
loved
lot of
it.
side control. They forced Icy into that really awkward position behind screen. It's spammable as well. You see Nature, he swings in, he wants to help, and it's like, and when he goes down, it feels like, oh, this round is lost. But they just keep coming. They just keep fighting together.
And every round, Ye has an ultimate. He gets to break psychological conditioning by breaking the rules and just pushing.
Yeah.
Where otherwise most players would get off the angle.
Wait,
hold
Mini, you're a
passively.
mod here?
He bullies
the
into
hell?
the map.
When did I do that?
Icy still with the op towards B long. Rattles off one shot through the cloudburst. Doesn't connect 2Es with that.
Oh, I like this. So
camera.
normal cam starts getting shot to sees over towards here, and then we get the mid cam to see if anyone pushes out.
DeJazine earns a Blade Storm from an orb pickup and pops it instantly. Last round and a half, so Loud may as well make use of what they have. And that is a Hunter's Fury as well as that Jet ultimate.
And Loud again hearing that op shot. They want nothing to do with that. Let's go hit A instead. EG wanted, they wanted to take some space. It looks
we're
like
sending
towards
it.
B, but now, yeah, they are disconnected.
They got full A-Link control though. Loud have managed to filter their way now onto the side, and Cowanzine is trying
Yeah, he
to
could
pave
win
the
the
way with his
rounds.
Hunter's Fury.
Could kind of be
DeJazine, though, is
won
down.
or loss on his jaw, I feel
Derek
like.
coming in first, and that connector presence
Didn't
is
enough.
starting to be neutralized now. The Blade Storm active here for Icy as well. Should it be needed? Derek stuck in the corner with a shorty. 20 health, and he
Ooh,
swings
that was
for it.
last knife, right? To get the reset.
Lobotomized there by Icy in a pinch, and it's up to Cowanzine. Young Gun.
Big right click. 4 bullets. Ooh. Bro, it feels like he needs the pressure. He needs the pressure to perform.
That is
Absolutely
ridiculous.
lovely
Cowan
shot.
Zine,
Nice
a
1v3
player
from
that
him.
A lot feel was really underrated during Loud's reign at the top when they were a perennial top 4 international team. And now on a Loud that feels, at least in terms of pure roster, the weakest that we've seen. And today, he has stepped up.
lovely.
Some of those tail rounds on map 1 were phenomenal. And I mean, what is that? What is that shot onto Icy at the end? 4 bullets in the chamber.
Quieter map for him, but
Yeah, they're
Cowan
fired
Zine
up.
gets really active in that round 12 to even up this game. Pearl is 6 apiece, folks. We'll head to a break. We'll be right back with the second half of this second map.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Let me mute it for the VOD. Needs the pressure for a challenge to focus up. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's such a good overtime on Split as well. This match? Yeah. Who won pistol again? EG, right? Double pistol, maybe. It's just a dude, it's just a wolf head pecan. My girlfriend's work just gave it randomly, and I was like, do you know what? Going in the background. It has no like sentimental value or anything. Natak, thank you with the prime. Thank you. Appreciate the 16 months. Six rounds is a lot for EG. Considering their comp, yeah, I think it's not too bad. Double duelist.
Got folks, not only Phoenix on the map,
Like
but
if
Phoenix
you
in
look
the
at how
hands
Paper
of
X like to
EA.
play
And I tell you what, those
the
last
double
couple
duelist, they're
rounds
normally
were absolutely
farming a little
stunning
bit on
from
attack,
EG.
especially over
Fighting
towards A.
back after losing 5
They're getting
rounds
that
in a row
orb a lot
until
of the
Young
time.
Gun Cowan Zine, Kid Wonder shuts
Gonna
him
hang
down
that
with a
picture back
4K
up.
in round 12.
Yeah, I need to
This
find
game's been
the.
pretty explosive so
Yeah,
far.
I'll find something
Having
for the
a lot
gap
of
there,
credit
to be honest.
to Ye for halfway through that half being at the bottom of the scoreboard and then shooting right up to the top in the last several rounds. Multi-kills galore. for
Problem
El
is, it'll just
Diablo.
take me like half a year.
Immediate fight into
It'll happen eventually. Nice shot.
Cowan Zine, what a stunning shot. I mean, this is
Speaking of nice
Running
shots.
it down at the moment. Superman, at least the last one
Oh.
standing as the smoke clears. Catches side of Pancada, slinking away. 2 years. Also trying to hinder. That's 3 for Pancada on the round here, and Superman has to go Super Saiyan.
Ooh.
It's a 1 versus 1, approximately equal.
I like that from him though.
Time to throw down.
Realized that he had to try to take the 1v1 before they group up. An instant reposition from Pancada. This is nice though. Superman in the corner.
Big brain. I like this from Superman.
Yeah, he played that very smart.
AG, what a crucial
Nicely
pistol
done.
win.
so patient.
So we're
so
2 for 2 in
controlled.
terms of pistols, but they're both
Well done,
2-0
Pro
in terms
Super.
of the maps. 2-0 for
A man
EG on
who's
this
always
map.
pretty stoic. Never really seems to have a bad game.
No,
He's
I'm not saying
always
it.
a presence. He's always a force. He's always going to find those impact
Played it
kills
insanely well.
when
Oh, it's
necessary.
awesome, yeah.
His sights
He played it
hit.
great.
He's going to anchor, and it was in
What
that
a
moment just
disgusting angle.
yeah. In that moment, finding the kill onto 2E is crucial.
Yeah, it's that spike dropped, of course. But he's playing around. Nicely done. Okay, Loud.
Then we get the classic bait in the corner
Will be
with the
passively
pop flash
watched
that
by
goes
Superman,
under.
and he's a guardian.
Wow, just set up with this trap play with Digizine. He's taking that contact all the way back in halls with the Marshall. And everyone else can swing off of it, but doesn't look like that is actually going to be procced EG. They're just content playing towards mid. They have Superman containing towards B.
Oh, man. That is
Well,
so heartbreaking.
You can take a freebie.
So he's been cleared out of the A side of the map. Very quickly, EG are going to start to realize
He's close to their ult. Superman a
weak
little bit
side
close.
for Loud.
Icy.
it's going to be Superman who's going to
Real person getting
He's
that ult
actually
fast is
about to hurt.
Pancada.
falling back off the angle now, calling this out to the rest of EG. He will still have to be the first line of defense. He's getting jiggle pick now, trying to move back on it. He gets away.
He heard one too many footsteps pitter-pattering up towards B. He didn't want any part of that with the Guardian. Not the ideal weapon to take on multiple opponents rushing you. Just going to play it smart, play for his life. EG get this free sight. And we'll just see how many rifles they can retain at this point.
If any. Sheer wall's going to be set up there towards the sort of art side of the map, so Pancada, once he goes for it, he will be committed.
Could be
All about exits here for
could be
Loud.
nice
Now
to
not
let
much
Ye
else
farm
to
this
do
a
as they
little
get
bit.
early in the round of pushing
If
up
they
their
spot him
B-side map,
early.
falls pretty flat. They couldn't even catch Superman out and get that Guardian to hand.
Like in an ideal world,
At
these
least so far,
switch,
both these maps, neither has been
and then he
dominant
hunts.
for the team that had picked it.
But instead, we have a
Both
solo
sides
bulldog
really
hunting.
showing up today so far in the America's debut. Players with a lot of expectations on their shoulders. We talked about the shoes that they have to fill. The world champions that have departed both rosters in the offseason.
Yeah, he went down. Wait, what did he have? Spectre, right?
It will be all allowed perishing to the spike there, getting things over with. Now, though, a chance to buy in. See most of EG looking to make the most of this bonus here. 2 Guardians. Yeah, going to get one for himself.
Wanted to see if anyone was going to try to get the Outlaw in their hands for this round. Not going to be the case, though, even though there are some light armors across the board for players on both teams. Not going to see that just yet. What do EG have in
Valid
store
question
for
mark? Oh no, this one was valid, yeah.
Those flashes can get a lot of value fighting towards Link. Fighting towards Art as well, but it's Art where Louder pushed out.
Digizine off the angle there. I see the first casualty. That's deep within EG territory. He gets picked up. They're still going to go for it with 4, of course. This Aldrone, they might try and get ahead of it now. A little bit of wall bang damage, but Digizine is ahead of it. This guy, by the way, very low sensitivity.
We're really on different pages
Like
from
a
EG
boom getting
here.
across the mouse pad.
Like
Yielding
everyone
another
on
one.
watch
It's
is just on a
day
different
down,
page to
and
their
EG's
mate
bonus
in this whole
about
round.
to crumble.
I'm impressed by the proactivity that the Loud players have with each other.
I'm
It
surprised
doesn't
that they
really
wanna
seem to
be
matter
this
which
aggro early
2
on,
or
but
3 it's going to be. They are
it
ready
worked
to
out well.
fight together, swing together, maybe just one flash, oftentimes just dry swings. But they're really paying off. They look far more synergistic than I expected, given what we saw from them in the off-season tournaments. I'm impressed by how much they've leveled up. This is looking like a really quality team.
Loud here, of course. Grouped up for this free
Desperately,
take.
bro.
And making no secret about the fact that they're going to filter through here from that part of the map itself. Shut down pretty darn quickly in a defuse for Loud.
Ban.
And that's that bonus round for EG falling flat.
Only 1 gun lost.
It's close, considering it.
Now everyone else comes out with rifles.
For 5 minutes.
Problem
Problem is, if I didn't ban Bacon earlier, then
that's not going to be the case. They're content with
there's nothing I can do.
rifles at the moment.
I would have had to have done
Both sides
both.
are split. They were
I
all
can't do
making
one and not the other.
Saw Icy with it on the defense. I'm sure Digizine will be picking up that off at some point, though. Wow, Icy got
Yeah.
active.
God,
and
God.
Chat,
punished.
give me 2 seconds. The bunnies are fine.
Cohen's 13 and 11 so far for the map. Amazing round 12 showing, and since then has continued to pile on the pressure. Icy been the standout here for EG, but they didn't have him after the first 5 seconds of that round.
Yeah, speaking of the pressure, Loud, they want to go fight towards mid again. Digizine through the door as the drone comes in, had an opportunity. Pinged up is Icy. Oh my god, the little jiggle spam from Derek getting tons of damage in 2.
Okay, we're all good.
Yeah, he also navigated this pretty carefully. Doesn't fully commit. Loud actually pushed back off this. There's actually some action happening over
They
here
just-
for EG, but
they
in the
refuse to
meantime,
get
yeah,
on.
He's going to win that fight out. Getting close to that run it back. Crucially, it's so clean. Okay, a lot of that Vice Util drone here for 2 years to navigate. EG no plant just yet. They are committed to this B side. It's going to be the lone Cypher at Halls, and the timing just wasn't
I'm not
there
even
for
going to
2
lose
years.
anyone on this.
Pancada too far away to intervene.
Yeah, EG really taking their time just to dismantle all of that sensitive utility littered across. the
Kind of
B site.
perfect for the money that's here.
Loud's push that time was denied by EG in mid. A lot of damage coming through from Derek.
Yeah,
and
I'm not even
really
hunting.
overstaying
Like
as well.
I'm happy
Yeah,
with the
he
money
did a
here
pop.
for sure.
Being punished unnecessarily, could have backed off. I thought playing that corner, he would have someone to swing off of him at the very least, but didn't. the setup from Loud really devolved into a mess. And,
You
and
just
exploited them.
spent that previous round also talking up how effective Loud are in 2s and 3s when it comes to swinging and
They
holding
said,
each other.
Never mind. No, never mind. Yeah, that
Should Ye not
was
hunt
a
here?
little bit messy.
For
Really
ult?
punish them for that. Pancada wants
Ooh.
to save this
All
rifle.
instead of money?
Well, he
Yeah.
may well just get away with it. Ooh, he can't help himself. He's got to fight. There's curveball. Pancada going low here.
Yeah, you're right. An ult
And
here.
he won't be getting out with the
Does
gun.
get stolen away though.
He's
The thing is, the orbs on attack, at least over towards A, are relatively easy to get.
No cash coming into
I would probably still prioritize the money,
see
but
that, so everyone else is going to be able to buy up but him. Yeah, this situation was
dude, how has someone
guess-
got that Twitch name?
not ideal.
No, you're overestimating.
Why
the
has someone
puck,
got
I
that
think
Twitch
you'll
name?
be
I guess is what should be my first question.
Or-
getting a couple
Anonymous,
freebies
Anon,
as
thank you
well.
so much for
No,
the
Vinny
gifted.
turned
Thank
his
you,
back
thank
on him
you.
as well during the Phoenix Ultimate the first half.
Of course he's in chat.
See now though, one of the staples of the Phoenix
God's
play
sake.
as a team is
You lot
getting
out of
that man
control.
all towards left, right, and
Arthur,
center.
thank you so much for the
He
prime.
is just one
Thank you,
away.
thank
At the
you.
moment, it's fighting towards mid, and
Oh,
again,
dude, every
Loud
time they go
just
mid
pushed
aggro, they're
out the
actually
mid.
always getting the first pick.
And they fight
Every single
still.
time they're doubling up.
We're
Happy
going
enough.
back to the well.
Yeah, pulling back away from it now. Loud, of course, here. Only Pancada with that
Zombie as
rifle,
well,
so
thank
they're
you
still
so much for the
well
prime.
equipped
Thank
to
you,
deal
thank you
with
for
a
the
round
3
like
months.
this. And
I mean, I know Ye is just saying, muttering himself, bro, they did that again. Like, yeah, if they push out
I mean, in
again.
fairness, EG tried a similar approach. It was smothering, but less full commitment from Superman. He was constantly up.
Oh,
in the connect
boy.
door.
The
Kind of like that, really.
That
Yeah.
is a tough duel to lose. Superman is so favored in that situation. And now Cowanzine is pressed so deep into mid. Do they read this?
Oh,
God, he looks
man,
great.
He's getting everything. Derek Elise is able to shut him down, but 4 strong are Loud still. And just as EG were threatening to run away with it, just as they were threatening to break the economy of Loud, the Brazilian side comes up for air and finds a really important stop.
He
here
locked
in round
in. The shot was
17.
pretty fast, right?
Seemingly there is just
30
no
seconds left.
stopping point for this early round aggression from Loud in mid. They're just going to keep brute forcing into that section of the map.
They
Derek
did it on
shut
split
down the
too,
round
right?
done. Yeah,
They look
they did.
differently around this. That you tilt
They
from
got
the
a breach and a
initiators.
Teo and all that, so it was a different look. But yes, it is the same pro
The
activity
pretty
early
important
round
round
that
for
we're seeing
EG.
across both maps.
Win one, lose the next. They still have enough money to buy into this, but lose this one, they got no money. Got to eco again.
Reckless abandon.
That
Digizine
was tough.
catapulted into mid.
And Icy was prepped for that angle with Cowanzine as well, tucked into the corner with the flower pots, but Cowanzine is just
I'm surprised they're not
sharp right now.
defaulting heavier
He's
on
gone
the
from 6 to 15
sides.
frags in about 5 rounds, so
Like, I would just be
Very
orb
solid.
stacking all the time to try to get
Here
these
comes
sort.
round 18. It's
Do
one
get the
round
all
in, but
online.
Loud have
Circle everyone that can't buy
saved
next.
themselves
We
from
got all
economic
5.
disaster.
We've only got 1.
Spots out the Astra here, so it's unclear how much Vinny's expecting in terms of B-side action. He can't see this filter out. He's about to have his hands pretty full though now as Ye goes down inside that Phoenix ult. Turn the flash and back away. Buy some time for Loud to reinforce his B-side.
Yeah, those shots really going awry. Vinny trying his best to reposition and delay these
Yeah,
attacks
Kaozin
as
definitely
well.
wants to stay alive here. We got
He's able to do so, and now
we got
EG, they
Sova
steal
ult.
with the wall coming down, with the flash going into the smoke.
Yeah, wall's gonna cut off.
Speaking of
Liquid's gonna go
Sova
for it
ult,
now.
do we get an
Cosmic Divide also
instant
deployed
Astra
here for
ult? So
Loud
that
to
kind
try
of
and
suggests
set
that they
things
want
up
to fast
defensively.
flood
He's
on
got the
towards
line
the
that he
site.
has to cross, and they go for it. Ye gets 1. Still 4 strong for Loud. There was a
Whoa.
doggedly for Halls, but it's Icy that
Horrible.
comes out on top. Loud force-fed a case of cryogenesis now down to 2. And that spike is being held back on this B-side in Halls. Cosmic Divide about to evaporate. And 2 is heard by Derek now, but look at this.
Derek, show me
great
some
build down the
confidence,
third
man.
quarter.
Give me a swing.
EG with the
Or
player
double up.
advantage, but
I do like the
see
double
Derek
up, but
looking ragged here. But Carter's got the patience. Double swing though gets EG out into the fight, and now the numbers are even.
30 seconds left.
Spike might be headed over towards A, but Pancada might have something to say about it. It's going to be Icy going down to nature, salvages it.
Definitely
Now,
enough time
the
to do
bonafide
this with a
USDA
plant.
Prime
It gets
1v1.
all.
He's going to get the ultimate as well. The Steel Garden is going to be active. So he'll have an opportunity for sure to get the gun out of Teresa's hands on this retake, force him to play it with a classic.
Oh, I like that.
The problem with it is if you pop it before he knows where you are, it's kind of going to give away your pause.
The radius on this Steel Garden is quite immense. Nature can deploy it pretty
1
safely.
cage for 2Es can block vision if you wanted to.
2Es has to know that he's going to be playing around that. He might just take a raw fight here.
Yeah, dude, I was looking at the pre-aim. I'm
Nature
thinking
got no
that's a
chance
little
to
bit
set
low.
up. 2Es sniffs him out and digs him out of secret.
I was watching the pre-aim
It's
the
an
whole
even
time
game,
here.
folks.
That is
Just
a
thinking
mental
that's a body
headshot.
shot.
Vinny is playing really well, by the way, over on that B side. On this map, generally, big credit to him. Tuiz
Yeah, I like that he ignored the spike and just went all the way around. Why not use the
In
ult?
the 1v1, man.
You could just look at the floor and see where the circle came from and then work it out.
Feel comfortable to ever use that ult really until maybe there was a tap on the spike. He was on the right angle though. He was holding it properly. And it's Tuiz winning that duel against Derek too. What a round! What a round from him.
Yeah, pre-aim was just too low, no doubt about it.
That round because he doesn't realize there are 3 or 4 EG players pushing through that Astra smoke at him. He gets out alive. He gets rid of the run it back close.
Forces EG down to an eco. We got wall to block vision. Not sure about that as my A default. Could they not have just stolen some of the paper X stuff?
That's going to be a factor for EG moving forward.
Here's that Vice ultimate now.
They use the ult in the eco?
Big
Okay,
taken out of the hands of Loud. They're already looking to take a fight. They've got
Oh,
no
double
choices here.
ult on the
Coming
eco.
EG
It's a really important kill.
Eliminate
Yeah, I
Sharp
don't think you need to do
Nature.
this.
Claiming his first with the stinger.
He just needs to
All
stay
going for
alive.
Yay. Caught with util in hand. Numbers game is even up. Icy's the one with the key weapon here. And Tuiz is trying to fall back further behind this util. Cowanzine getting involved now with that Hunter's Fury as EG get locked in a box. It's Derek and Superman, last 2 to work with it. Superman's in a flanking angle but has terrible weaponry.
And the neural theft comes through. Perfect timing for Tuiz.
Very nicely handled from Loud.
Changing in the winds here.
As soon as Ye goes down, they're just
I love
trapped.
the idea from EG that Steel Garden caught the 2 players
like
that
on
pushed
site with
into
nothing.
A main, and in the meantime, EG flooded this site. But when it was all said
If he
and
stays
done,
alive
EG were
there, then
caught.
there's at least
There
the
were 2
pressure
players
behind.
pinching in on
And
them
these
from
2
either
can't
side
really
of the site
focus
from
heavy
spawn
sight, or at least one
and
can't.
from main. And they weren't able to, as a team, fight all together at one side.
They also used double
No
ult
man's
into the
land at this
eco.
point.
Vinny with a great timing there.
It was a great setup. I like the idea, but it fell to pieces in those engagements there. They just didn't have the numbers to all fight.
They
one
push A
side
main with the
together.
Visor here. They maybe wanted to pinch, but they saw that guy back of pit, and then I think they focused on the guy back of pit.
They sent it on the eco round and made it damn scary, despite only getting, what, 1 kill? But it really could have swung in their favor. This is going to be their actual buy round.
Yeah, this is
now
like
coming up.
recovery mode.
Regardless, it's
Just
3
call
in
a
row
timeout
for
after your
Loud.
team's done an eco and
EG's
use double
last
ults.
timeout
I'm
for
okay with the
map being expended. And they're going to have to hope this is
Jet
a game
ult,
plan
obviously, but
that sticks. Need to convert on this round. They're going to be running up against the Digizine operator, probably on the B side of the map. There's also a null command in hand for Vinny, who's definitely been a big factor in the second half.
Great debut
in terms of
series
new
for him,
stuff,
especially
Bacon,
this second map. EG, they've got 1 ultimate to play with.
don't have to watch
Cosmic Vibe,
Gentlemate's
hands up,
Apex.
Superman. Like you said, contending with that operator, contending with
Trying to
that
remember if there's any
ultimate, and
maps
the
from the
last
first
stack
game.
Against them in a must-win round economy.
The
Heads
split
in the
here,
balance for EG.
the stealing
This round
stuff.
could mean 2 for Loud. It could get them to
Nah,
12,
he's
get them
seen
to
it all
map-
before.
I mean, not just map point, series
Series
point.
point.
This could be it.
The
Loud
Koi
could send
fracture,
EG to the lower
yeah, and the
bracket straight
fracture,
away in the first
fracture's
matchup
worth a
of
look.
America's kickoff.
We're going to be fighting here again in A main. Pressed up against the barriers are both sides here. Here we go, IT comes forward now. Oh, that util and Vinny's able to bring him down first. Catches him out through the box. Kalmanzine ready for any follow-up. It just doesn't come. It's EG down a player.
And Kata ready to swing. This
Oh.
is-
Boy, that is
Oh, he gets the first. Does he find the timing? No, he should get this free. He does.
Trains back and forth, leaves Loud advantaged here. Spike, though, still to hand for EG, and still heading in that A direction, but there's some of that Cypher util waiting for them. EG are going to reveal themselves if they want to commit to this site.
Oh, I
Superman
really
could
like
be
this.
the difference maker now, all the way into water. Wrapped all the way around and won't see anything here in Flowers.
Digizine's making
He hears
so
it.
much sound. Oh my god. No.
He doesn't know. Oh, there's no way you check that. Unreal. Superman's able to win it out, though, and even the score for these teams. 45 in the round and a plant here to A.
The Sage? I mean, the
Time for
Sage is
EG
just
to make
TikTok
their case
walls.
for the map.
Derek should be able to cycle a recon back up as well at some point into this post plant, so maybe some value can be extracted from that as they
The very, very important 3v3 for EG.
There's a lot of this Vice util set up as well.
I really like how EG have flipped the map here.
Dude,
playing
Kaenzin
backside,
still has a
playing off
drone?
The positions that the defenders would normally be coming from.
They've got dugout, secret, and a player right back towards water. All the contingencies accounted for now. Recon thrown out. Will be destroyed on both sides, in fact. And here's that Cosmic Divide for EG. Make it a little more risky to get to the spike, and it's going to have to be swings for Loud. All
Nice
players
shot.
going for it. Derek though eats 2 years for breakfast.
Very nice on this one.
Evil Genius is far from done.
Okay, so that reset to the econ here. Then we had enough die. Does anyone else die from the spike here? No. So 2 have to rebuy. We got everyone rebuying here. So it should be 2 can't buy, and then a lot of people from Loud can't buy after next round. This is a giant swing rounds, I'm pretty sure.
It is so hard to cover all those potential
Like,
flank
this is
angles
the
on this
round.
map, and Superman finds out the perfect one, getting into water, wrapping around behind, and setting up this flipped map post plant with
The
a
bowling
Cosmic
club.
Divide.
That's good.
That round was all about Superman.
Yeah, there we go. 1, 2. And then we have a lot of people over here that can't buy. Got 4 of them. This is it, Chad. A 10-10, massive swing rounds. Kind of worth 2. Derek, 1 away from his orb. Surprised they didn't want to fight a little bit heavier over towards A. I'm surprised we don't invest
Derek as well, 1 away from the Hunter's
Molly.
Fury.
Wait, what is going on
EG
there?
don't go for a haphazard fight here at A main. Derek now going to re-clear it somewhat.
They need to change the HUD, right?
What's that? Headed. Okay, Razorvine set up all the way over there.
Did his 2 mollies. I didn't notice that yet.
Look at the state of the minimap. Over for Loud, they have the operator in the hands of Digizine is pushed all the way up.
I like this a lot, right? There's so much pressure because of the 1 orb away from the Sova orb. And the Loud is so heavy at holding this and holding over towards here. So they just know the mid's free. So they just take all of this space for free as the pressure of that 1 orb is just everything. And that is the spike though that just got hit.
Okay, has to fall back towards the B side now. There's a little bit of util behind him, but it's
A
gone
shot.
good. Icy though walks into the line
One
of
more?
fire. Double swing here towards the top of B. Gets the kill on Digizine, and the operator clatters to the ground. Now Loud, having given up that side of the map mostly, have to set up for this retake.
They're going to have no smokes as well though. Yes, they don't get a good plant, so they got to plant over towards site. You got Vinny with his ult.
Throws up that cyber cage there to make
Fast
sure he can't
retake.
be peeked on. That's gonna
With
be
the plant
Kawazi.
from Ye, he got his
A
ult.
late flank here through top B. And it's time for that runner back here for Ye. Finds
Yeah, and
that
he's going to
first kill.
clear
Probably
all
won't
of
be
this.
a target-rich environment after the fact. As Loud are grouped up here over towards that B site side. It's Pancada getting there, 2 versus 2 now. Looking to push on in. Flash now to play from behind. Pancada gets into halls here with the help of Vinny.
Nature's
Nature
in
being very
trouble.
hard to dig out. Out on the side we go, and the flash seemed good, but it's not good enough for Ye. Nature's got to do this. What an
8
important
bullets.
round. What a big
5
one.
bullets.
Vinny on the
2
spot.
bullets.
He's sticking it. Nature forces him off it. Time is short, and it's unclear if Vinny can finish the job here. He's waiting for Nature to come for him. The time may not be on his side.
Oh my goodness. That was incredibly close.
I can't believe he got off
0.29.
exactly as Nature ran out of
Oh
bullets.
my.
That's a backbreaker.
That couldn't have been better for EG's IGL to try and close it out from there.
Look at the EG economy.
Like Vinny has been having a mental
That's
game
how
on
the-
Pearl.
that's how
This is
close
not
the big
guy
swing
you're
round
looking at
goes.
As the new star player that Loud have gotten from the depths of Tier 2. Like, no, he's just been a consistently... And he got the op. He's just been consistently a good player in Tier 2 Brazil. He's their new IGL filling in for Sodhawk. But he decided to take over this game as well individually. He is going crazy.
EG forced down to the low buy, and they did enough damage that obviously if they can somehow win the low buy, then they force Loud down to the
Here's
eco.
everything for EG in this series, and the money is awkward.
Now we're seeing the more common defaults that people do with this comp, where we just go out over towards here, start farming the orbs on
on
the Phoenix.
Not the most high
Nice
value
shot.
player, but Kawanzine deals with Icy. Digizine playing back inside of Halls.
Dude, they love an ult and an eco. What is this from EG? Do we only ult on eco rounds?
Nature finds
Or like
one,
low
keeps
buy
competitive.
rounds?
That Nebula's about to expire, and Digizine messes up, perhaps. Can't get away, and Nature punishes.
A really good shock dart from Derek as well, who is the player with the most HP for AG. Nature is so low. He's got the Steel Guard, and it's going to connect onto both Loud players. So at least some time bought, potentially for EG to get the spike down. Unless the
Well.
shock dart gets a free kill, and it will.
That might have derailed it. Kawanzine might have just delivered the gut punch to end EG's round. It's all
Very
on
nice.
Derek, and it's too
Ducazzin's
much to
playing great.
ask.
2
Loud,
chances to 2-0
one
this.
round away from the series.
Kawanzine is on another level right now.
Yeah,
He is
it's
playing
going to be a
out of
horrible
his
VOD review
mind.
for EG.
21 kills at the moment. Perfect timing on the shock
Did
dart.
this
Ults-
last year
ults
in
on the
kickoff.
eco
He was
only
by playing to
rounds.
watch For the second
The
week
amount of
kickoff
big,
because of how well he turned up on
like
day
swing
one.
rounds where they just mess up.
Doing it again here in
There's a couple of
2025.
rounds where they're proactive on defense and didn't need to be it because they were at man up.
Would have been a flanking presence for EG when they're getting into the site with him pressuring through Link. Can't come
We're
to
considering how
fruition because
impactful the
of
Ultra and
Valentine.
EG's champs run. That's also true.
Here we go, EG.
Takes
Have
a
to go
longer
for
time
it
for
here.
people to settle in though, sometimes.
No early aggression whatsoever on the A side. Neither team fighting for that part of the map. Loud again do want to push up though towards Connector. And there it is. Icy failed early. This smothering aggressive play from the defenders.
Multiple times now, Icy has
Loud
been
looking
caught
better
trying
than
to
I thought.
jump up
For
to
sure.
fight Art from that position, punished both occasions. Loud are on the cusp of getting their first win of 2025 with this new roster. Two legends from their team departed, bringing Digizine back into Americas. Vinny debuting after a long tenure in Challengers over in Brazil.
And now,
EG gave them a good
Cosmic
chance.
Divide as well to potentially
Yeah.
set a retake up from behind.
I give
Should
Tiger a
EG
good
get
amount of
onto
that.
B and get this spike down, but it's unlikely Loud are going to let them do that without extracting their pound of flesh. Again, same Razorvine here towards Halls.
got double
spinning on this
flash,
one
you're
round by
okay.
this though, and Cowanzine descends. Again, it's Cowanzine to be the difference maker. First Icy now, Yay out of the game. And Vinny wants to
Oh
take
man,
the
he
fight.
tanked that
Nothing
flash.
the Nature could
Ooh,
do
nice
about
shot.
it
Hold
here,
up.
but Derek Superman
Doable.
keeping
Astral
EG
for
in it.
retake. They got to stick over
Did see
towards
with an
Saint.
operator. Little awkward. If the timing's there though, could be a different story. He saw the peak. He's not going to get any more than a bitter leg from Superman though. Misses the shot. It's up to Pancana
5
as well,
HP.
working
Hit it.
over from the other side of the map.
10 seconds left.
Here's the plant. Pancana gets him. 2 versus 1. It's on.
Very nice from Louds. Very, very nice. Okay, yeah. Rough VOD review for EG, no doubt about it. Nice little 2-0 for Lauter.
A series 1 in straight maps.
Well, we talked about it before the game started and throughout. The weight on the shoulders of Digizine and Vinny.